Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about the line of succession and the talk that Prince William wants to remove Harry and his family from the line of succession. So we're diving into one of the most serious topics in modern monarchy, the rumoured rift between Prince William and Prince Harry, with rumours that Prince William wants Harry and his family booted from the British line of succession. Is this just tabloid gossip, or is there real legal weight behind it? I've been told, and I cannot reveal my sources, that there is weight behind this and that there are talks going on right now. Can someone even be removed from the line of succession, many are asking, and has it happened before? Well, if you love royal intrigue, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's go. So the British royal family has been no stranger to drama, but the tension between Prince William, the heir apparent, and his younger brother Prince Harry has taken centre stage in recent years. Since Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties in 2020 and moved to the US, their relationship with the royals, especially William, has been described as quite frosty. Headlines have screamed about everything from Harry's memoir Spare to their Netflix docuseries, painting a picture of a family divided. Now reports have surfaced, mostly from tabloids like The Express, claiming that William might want Harry and his alleged kids out of the line of succession altogether. As of now, William is first in line to the throne after King Charles III, followed by his three children, George, Charlotte and Louis. Harry sits at number 5, with Archie at 6 and Lily at 7. Can you believe that this is still out there, still on the royal website, and it's quite shocking really. But could William or anyone legally push Harry out? To answer that, we need to look into the laws governing the succession, look at historical precedents, and separate fact from fiction. So let's dive in. Is Prince William, the future king, secretly plotting to kick his brother, Prince Harry, and his family out of the royal line of succession? There is talk of betrayal, family feuds, and palace power plays have been swirling, with some sources claiming that William's been bending King Charles's ear to make it happen. So I'm diving into the laws that govern the throne, the rumours that might hold some weight, and some rare historical cases where royals were actually removed from the succession. Will Harry and his alleged children lose their place in line? So, before I unravel the laws and history, let me say that Prince Harry, who was once the cheeky spare to William's heir, stepped back, as we know, from his royal duties. He moved to California and dropped bombshells in interviews with Oprah, Netflix, and his memoir Spare. So the royal family, as we know, have not been the same since. They would be more than justified to remove his titles and his line of succession. Now reports are buzzing that Prince William, who is first in line to the throne, is absolutely fed up. So there are other sources, and I'm talking about credible outlets like Marie Claire and The Express, say that he's been quietly urging King Charles to consider drastic measures. So this confirms the information that I received from my source. It's starting to come out into the media. Some say that it's personal, it's William's hurt over Harry's public criticisms. Others say it's strategic. Harry's life in the US and his step away from royal duties make him unfit for the line. But could William actually pull this off? So let's look at the rules that govern who gets to be in line for the crown. So first of all, we have the laws of succession. The British line of succession is like a carefully choreographed dance, centuries old, bound by law, and not easily changed. So what are the rules? At its core, the succession determines who inherits the throne, starting with the monarch's closest heirs. Right now, King Charles III is on the throne. Prince William is first in line, followed by his children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Then comes Harry, fifth in line, followed by, as I said, unbelievably, Archie and Lily. The big question is, can someone like Harry just be erased from this list? To understand, we need to look at the legal framework. The foundation is the Act of Settlement 1701, which set out that only Protestant descendants of Sophia of Hanover can inherit the throne. Fast forward to 2013, the Succession to the Crown Act shook things up. It ended the male priorities so that younger brothers no longer leapfrog older sisters, like Charlotte staying ahead of Louis. It also lifted the ban on royals marrying Catholics, though the monarch still has to be Protestant. My gosh, Charles isn't even Christian, as many say, he's more Muslim. Here's where it gets interesting. The law says Parliament, not the King nor William, has the final say on changing the succession. Any move to remove Harry would need a new statute passed by the UK Parliament and approval from the 15 Commonwealth realms, like Canada and Australia. So that is a logistical nightmare. Sources quoted in the Express claim the succession can be altered if a royal permanently lives abroad and quits duties. So that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Harry's in California, not in any of the palaces in the UK. But could they alter the law for just one person? Could William be pushing for this behind closed doors? So my sources say yes. Some reports suggest that he's frustrated that Harry's still in line despite bashing the family. But legally it's not William's call, it's Parliament. And MPs have bigger fish to fry than royal sibling drama. But still, the idea of William lobbying Charles keeps the rumour alive. Let's look at history. First, we have the most famous case, King Edward VIII in 1936. Edward abdicated to marry Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee, because the government and the Church of England wouldn't approve. When he gave up the throne, he wasn't just removed from the succession, he chose to step out, and his brother, George VI, took over. Edward's children, if he'd had any, would have been excluded as well. Sounds a bit like Harry and Meghan's exit, doesn't it? The parallels are so similar, and some gossip suggests William sees Harry's life in the US as a modern-day abdication. And then there's the Royal Marriages Act 1772, which required royals to get the monarch's approval to marry. If they didn't, their descendants could be bumped from the succession. This happened to Prince Augustus, Duke of Sussex, in the 19th century. His marriage to Lady Augusta Murray was unapproved, so their children were out of the running. The law's since been repealed, but it shows the monarch had power to influence the line, something William might wish he could wield today. More recently, the Succession to the Crown Act 2013 retroactively affected people. Before 2013, royals who married Catholics were disqualified. When the law changed, people like Prince Michael of Kent, who'd been excluded for marrying a Catholic, were quietly reinstated. This shows Parliament can tweak the line, but it's rare and usually not personal. Now here's where the good stuff comes in. Some tabloids claim William's whispering to Charles about Harry mirroring Edward VIII's betrayal. No hard proof, but the rumours are fuelled by Harry's memoir Spare, where he called out William and the family. Could William use historical precedent to argue Harry's deserted his role? Some say it's a stretch, but I think not. So the idea that William is trying to boot Harry from the succession didn't come from nowhere. In August 24, 2024, outlets like Marie Claire and Express dropped a bombshell. William's allegedly been urging King Charles to consider removing Harry, Archie and Lilibet from the line of succession. The rumours paint a picture of a fed-up Prince of Wales, convinced that Harry's public criticisms and American lifestyle make him unworthy of staying in the royal pecking order. So what's feeding this fire? First, the sources. While tabloids like The Sun and Daily Mail love a royal scandal, more reputable outlets have hinted at tension. For example, The Express quoted unnamed insiders in summer 2024 claiming that Prince William's been having private discussions with King Charles about Harry's place in the succession. These insiders say William's argument is practical. Harry's not a working royal. He lives 5,000 miles away, and he has aired family secrets in Spare and Netflix specials. Why should he keep a spot in line for a throne he seems to reject? Marie Claire also said this, citing palace sources who say William feels Harry's children shouldn't be in the succession either, since they're being raised as private citizens in California, far from royal duties. And also, one of them was allegedly born out there, so would be an American citizen. And let's not forget that Prince William was demanding proof of their births from Harry some time back. I did a video about it. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description or at the end of the video. In the thumbnail, it says, I think it says something like where William is saying, give me proof, something like that. So I'll have a look for that one. So he was demanding proof of their existence, or if not their existence, the fact that he wanted proof that they were born of Meghan's body and not of surrogates. So we've already had him pushing for that. So there are some royal biographers who are backing this up. Robert Lacey, who wrote Battle of Brothers, has said on record that William has felt deeply betrayed since Harry's 2020 exit. In a 2024 interview with People, Lacey hinted that William sees Harry's actions as a threat to the monarchy's stability. Could this betrayal push William to lobby Charles for drastic action? Well, I've been told that he is, that the pressure is on, and Charles has either got to do something before the end of his reign or leave it up to William. And the talk is that William is trying to convince the king that it would leave a positive mark on his very short reign as monarch. It would be a good legacy to leave. And while King Charles very much hates confrontation, is just hoping that it's all going to go away, he is being pressured by William. More recently, the rumours have been that it's going to happen sooner rather than later. So we know that Charles is torn. He wants to keep peace, but also he's protective of the monarchy's image. And this is the angle that his son is coming in at, for him to do this for the sake of the monarchy. A supposed confirmation from a 2024 Telegraph piece claims that Charles has listened to William's concerns, but he hasn't committed. Not yet, anyway. And that's the kind of ambiguity that keeps us glued to the drama. So now we look at public sentiment. If you look on X, There is much being said about this. Some fans cheer William's alleged push, saying Harry chose freedom over duty. Others call it a power grab and accusing William of jealousy, believe it or not. So this split in public opinion only fuels the fire, with hashtags like Royal Rift and hashtag Harry versus William trending on X whenever new rumours drop. This split in public opinion only fuels the fire, with hashtags like hashtag Royal Rift and hashtag Harry versus William trending on X whenever new rumours drop. Posts from August 2024 show users speculating that William's not just acting out of duty, but maybe a touch of sibling rivalry. But I doubt that there's any sibling rivalry causing William to make this decision now. It's more professional. He takes his role seriously and he's totally fed up with the way that Harry has been appearing to destroy the family. William's also been dropping hints to aides about wanting a slimmed down monarchy that excludes Harry entirely. So it seems that King Charles is open to the idea, especially since Harry's alleged children seem to have no real ties to the monarchy. So we see the photographs of them, varying sizes and hair colour, looking like different children every time, always a view from the back, in front of a sunset or whatever. And they're not exactly prepping for palace life, are they? There's also talk that King Charles is sentimental about his grandchildren and doesn't want to burn bridges with Harry. I would have thought he would know that there are no real grandchildren in line for the throne, but they've obviously got to keep this going. I'm going to have to end this video now and continue the rest in a part 2 for tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, ding the bell for alerts and like, and join me tomorrow for part 2. Bye.